Hello, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sarah, and with me is my colleague David. We're part of the team at BioSquares, and we are genuinely excited about the chance to collaborate with talented grant writers like you. We've put together this briefing to give you a clear, concise overview of our project, our mission, and exactly why we believe we're a perfect fit for Canadian government funding. That's right, our goal here is to walk you through what BioSquares is, the huge problem we're tackling, and how we strategically align with Canada's national priorities. Think of this as the start of a conversation, a chance for us to explore how we can work together to build something truly impactful. So let's dive right into the core challenge. Why does BioSquares even need to exist? Well, it boils down to a pretty serious gap. Canada has made some very ambitious commitments on the global stage to protect our natural world. The problem is, there's a massive disconnect between those promises and the actual funding needed to bring them to life. And this number, 30%, is really at the heart of it all. As part of the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, Canada pledged to protect 30% of its land and oceans by the year 2030. It's a critical target, a deadline that's approaching faster than you'd think. But when you look at the data, especially for our marine environments, you can see the scale of the challenge. We're only about halfway there. And that gap on the chart isn't just a statistic. It represents vulnerable ecosystems, critical habitats, and countless species that are at risk. And you have to ask, why is the gap so big? Honestly, it comes down to a funding shortfall, a huge one. Right now, Canada is facing an annual biodiversity funding gap of somewhere between $3 and $5 billion. With that kind of deficit, achieving the 30 by 30 goal with our current systems is, to be blunt, almost impossible. But here's what's really crucial to understand. The problem isn't just a lack of money. It's the system itself. The way we fund conservation today is slow, it's fragmented, it's episodic. It's like trying to fill a swimming pool with a leaky garden hose. Meanwhile, our economy is roaring along like a freight train. The two systems just aren't speaking the same language, and nature is paying the price. And this is exactly where BioSquares comes in. We aren't just another conservation project asking for a one-time grant. No, we're building something much more fundamental. We are building the missing infrastructure, a set of new financial rails, if you will, to connect our economy directly to nature. So what do we mean by financial rails? We're creating the digital pathways that allow funding for nature restoration to flow as quickly and efficiently as any other transaction online. Imagine if a tiny piece of everyday commerce could be automatically and verifiably channeled to a restoration project, all happening at the speed of the internet. That's the system we're building. And the mechanics are beautifully simple. A brand adds one of our QR codes to their product, a consumer scans it with their phone, something we all do every day. That simple scan triggers a micropayment that flows directly to a vetted restoration project. And here's the kicker. Verifiable proof of that impact is sent right back. It's transparent, it's instant, and it's all secured using blockchain technology to ensure complete trust. Now, to make this real, let's talk about our pilot project. It's called Sea Restore, and it's focused on the stunning coastline of British Columbia. We're working to protect and regenerate these incredible underwater kelp forests. They're basically the rainforests of the sea, absolutely critical for biodiversity, but they're in trouble. Sea Restore is where our technology hits the water. So you might be asking, what makes BioSquares truly different? What's our secret sauce? It all comes down to what we call our verifiable impact engine. This isn't just about good intentions. It's a powerful combination of cutting-edge technology, key strategic partnerships, and an absolute focus on delivering measurable, tangible outcomes. Let's just quickly run through our core strengths. The tech, GS1 QR codes plus blockchain, is rock solid and ensures total transparency. We've already built market partnerships with major industry associations, so we have market pull from day one. And look at our year one targets, restoring 20,000 square meters of marine habitat and creating 20 to 30 skilled Canadian jobs. Crucially, our model is built to support Indigenous-led stewardship, and it's fully aligned with new federal anti-greenwashing legislation. We're ready to go. And this quote, for us, just says it all. Biodiversity enables products, but products do not fund biodiversity. It's a fundamental paradox of our modern economy. Countless products we use every day depend on nature, but almost none of their value flows back to protect and restore it. BioSquares exists to close that loop. Okay, so this brings us to the critical question. How does this all fit within Canada's national strategy? And this is where we get really excited. Because we believe BioSquares isn't just a good idea. It's a solution tailor-made for this moment, one that perfectly aligns with key federal priorities. Just take a look at this table. We've mapped it out. Our Sea Restore pilot in BC directly supports the blue economy strategy. Our core digital infrastructure is a clear fit for clean tech and innovation mandates at places like NRC and SDTC. The funding model itself is a powerful new tool for nature-based climate solutions under ECCC, and our entire approach to co-management directly advances the crucial goal of Indigenous reconciliation. It clicks into place across the board. So why are we seeking public funding? It's simple. Government support acts as the catalyst. It de-risks the initial development of our core infrastructure. That initial investment proves the model and makes it incredibly attractive for the private sector to come in and scale it up in a massive way. Essentially, public funding helps us build a powerful engine for conservation that can eventually become self-sustaining and a globally exportable model of Canadian innovation. So, what we're presenting today is more than just a project. It's a new paradigm for how we can integrate our economy with our ecology. It's an invitation to build a new system, together, that can fundamentally change the future for Canada's natural heritage. And that brings us to the real reason we're here. We have the technology, the partnerships, and the vision, but we know that collaboration is key. We're actively seeking your expertise. We want to know, how can we make this project even stronger? How can we sharpen its alignment with Canada's goals to create the most compelling grant proposals possible? Thank you so much for your time and consideration. We truly believe in the power of this idea, and we welcome any and all feedback you might have. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Let's start the conversation and build Canada's biodiversity future together.